So this is a job I've taken on for a local garage. You can quite clearly see the damage on it on this Yaris, and it's a mobile repair. So we're going to see if we can pull that out, and I'll try and show you the equipment that I use to repair this, and hopefully we get a good finish at the end of it. But at some point, if you want to learn any of this, then you have to DM me, because I might be running some training for people if they're interested. But let's see how we get on. So the first step is to find the lowest points and then take it down to bare metal. Sometimes what you can do is remove this all to bare metal, but initially what I like to do first is find the deep spots and grind them out. So this location here, the line along there, and a little bit here, then I can start to work that metal or pull that metal. So that's the grinding done, the first step. So you can see I've gone down to bare metal all along that crease, and at that point, these two areas here is for me to stick my probe on. So I can stick it on here, start pulling that, and then swap it over. So that's how I approach it. So that's the probe stuck on, and now I'm going to use this puller to gently pull out, or at least test the metal to see how it's pulling. You can stick pins on these and do it that way with a claw, but initially I like to go with this first. So that's the first 5 pulls, just along there. I'm going to go up here and then work my way up in that direction. Okay, so the first few pulls, you can see it's starting to take shape. I've got this corner out, I've got the top lip out, there's some crowns here which need knocking in, there's some low spots, and what I do along the longer length is I intermittently pull it, so I leave a gap, and that way I can go back and just pull in between the gaps. So little by little we'll pull that out, we'll do some tapping in, then along here I'll put some pins in, and then we'll pull it with the claw just to get that edge out to line up with the door. And then if you notice, I've put some holes in with the puller, but there's a way of repairing these. You can either weld them, but I use something else, and I'll show you what that is. So that's the first step of the pull done. So like I said in my last bit, I'm going to pin out that. We've got a shape starting to form. Now if we compare this side, there's a concave shape there. Okay, so what we need to do is replicate that. So the idea is to keep that concave shape and not over pull it. So as we go along, this shape will start to come back, and then we'll do some tap down some of the crowns, and pick up some of the low spots. And you can see here there's still a low spot in the middle now. So where that crease was, the crease is pulled out, but we still have a low spot in that area. So I can pin all this out and then work my way down, and then slowly hit the low spots here. You can see just there's a crease. So we start pulling that out, and then we'll check the panel, and then I'll pin that bit to line up with the door with the claw. So we pull that out. Okay, so I've extended my grind marks to the low spots, which are there, and a little line just underneath. So once again, this is the Milwaukee tool I'm using. If you're going to do any kind of repairs like this, you need to at least have a decent tool or a grinder. And there's also paint removing discs as well you can get for a grinder, which I've got, but I'm not using just yet. So we'll crack on. There's some high spots here along there, and now what I want to explain is you've got to have a strategy behind this. You can't just think you're going to pull everything out. The strategy I'm using is, yeah, we want to pull out the creases and the low spots, but we don't want to cause any damage further up. We want to maintain that shape. We want to keep the door shape, because the door's not too bad. It's got a dent there, but generally that door's still got a decent alignment. So I want to keep our work to limited areas. The bumper will need fixing, but that's a different process. So all of my repair will be up to about this point along there, then obviously this body line here, which we want to maintain. So that's the strategy I'm using so far. Get that shape back, keep my repair area to a limited size. Okay, so I think we're around, what, half an hour to 45 minutes into this repair. The next step, well, I've ground down all the rough bits and I'm going to pin out this now. So I've got this set up now, just along that edge. I'm going to pull it. Hopefully I can do it with one hand. And let's just see how much of a difference this makes. So you can see now that edge has pulled out against this panel. I'm going to over pull it, and then hopefully when I release it, it goes back into its position that it's supposed to be in. But before I do that, I'm going to tap down some of these high areas, because now they are higher than the actual concave shape. So there you have it. The line is there. So just take these off. You'll be able to see better. Okay, so you can see there that shape is back. All right, that little edge there would just give us a little recess to put a little bit of skim on here. That is slightly higher along there, so we're going to tap them down, and we're going to just work on this crease now. There's a second crease just formed there, see? And then also there's a little dent there that we need to take out. So in terms of creating more damage to the panel, it's very limited and controlled. So now I've buzzed it down with 80. I'll put some dry guide coat, and now you can see all the little low spots. Got a low spot here, got still some there. A few of these pins here that need pulling out. Up here, that's not so bad. And then this area here, and a little bit there. So it's just a process. You start pulling all of this, and then you grind it back down again. Try and improve it. I've dislodged the bumper, or disconnected the bumper, and then just protected it with a bit of tape. I'll put a tape here because I don't want to go higher than that line at the moment. So that's pretty much close now. So we've got that all back. It's looking way better. So I'm just going to grind down all the little high bits, and then just double check everything, and then that'll be ready for a really light thin skim. And obviously that door there needs fixing. So what I was going to show you was how I fill in these pinholes. Well, they're not pinholes, but they're just holes where it's perforation from the tool. So we locate them all, and I use AC gel in there. So dab the AC gel in, fill them all up, and then that'll cure rock hard and stop all the moisture from going in, and it'll just protect your repair from failing. So I'm going to go and do that. So the AC gel's in, and I'll put some activator on it. That'll cure. Then the rest of it is block sand it, cross check everything, fix that door, and then I can skim this, give it a really light skim, and just prep the panel up. So now I'm going to take off the paint, I've already spotted the dent on there, but it's shallow, so bare metal all of that as much as I can. I use this paint stripping disc, but this is my last one. You get them from Screwfix, but I'm going to try and get my money's worth out of this one. It's on its way out. So that's paint stripped, just ready for zinc etch. Primer on there, so we zinc etch it, then I can skim it. If there's any high spots that I feel, I'll tap them down and we'll just give it a nice little coat and then get it ready for painting. So the zinc's on, just let that dry off, then I'll get it all skimmed. So that's the first coat. We're just going to skim it. It's over skimmed at the minute. You can just about see the metal underneath, so it's not thick, but a lot of that will come out and then we'll refine it a bit more. So the aim is to use this to try and get as much of the shape back and then give it a glaze coat over the top and then keep that repair area around there. Eventually we'll spray this bumper, this quarter panel and that door, that back door, and obviously up to there, not the front door. That's ready to paint, so we're going to spray it with base coat, then 2 coats of clear and blend it in.